Triggering change, one heartbeat at a time. Battle for freedom. Yes, Watson Prunier here from Battle for Freedom. One of the things I want to do is I want to spend some time talking about Rode. Has Rode finally done it? This is not a normal broadcast. I'm just going to basically give you a review on something that they had done, a major change that I thought was more than necessary, and we'll go do this. We're going to talk about the new RØDE NTH-50, and I'm going to take you down a path on this because of the fact that there's some history with it, and I'm really excited about what they have here, and will it actually in any way be what we were looking for all this time? One of the things that I thought was really interesting too on this is I had to ask myself, you know, as many times as I've put in some complaints and concerns about this, I had to ask, why did it take so long to get this done? And that it's finally out here. I think that Rode was losing money here. They were getting hit with some issues with quality control. It made me think of the scripture passage. Sorry, here you go. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Don't you sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough capital to complete it? This is Luke 14:28. And I think about, like, with all the great products, because Rode makes great products. I mean, I've had headphones, I've had, you know, RØDECaster Pros. I think I even have a Rode stand here. Either way, it's great stuff that they've put forward. So as we sit there and we look at this, I was trying to figure out, why are we not getting the feedback that we need for the headphones? Because I've had a nightmare of a headphone situation. I remember buying my first pair of NTHs, and they were really bad. Honestly, let's see. This is before I complain about the disaster you see in this image here, let me help you understand something. Yeah, let me move away from this for a second and I'll come back. Rode makes a great quality product, and the NTH, the sound is amazing. Okay, if you want a theater experience, if you want to almost feel like you're sitting in the theater while you're at your desk or while you're listening to music, throw on a pair of even the original NTH-100s, because the sound is unimaginable if you want that experience. It closes you in, and you really feel like, you know, if you had wind blowing, a little someone spraying mist on you, you'd think that you were at the beach. That's just how amazing the quality of the sound is. So I'll never take away from that. Now, some challenges you might run into with that amazing sound quality is when you're live recording, and when you are doing, if you're doing audio engineering work and you have to produce music, or if you're doing live recording and you need to basically hear everything, all the sounds, the good and the bad, then it wasn't giving me everything I needed. But I will say this much: for live broadcasting and what I needed, RØDE NTH-100, most amazing microphones whatsoever. It just had a couple of issues, and that's where we get back to the quality design issues. And I think it was poor quality management, because this is a situation I've had from 3, not just 1, not 2, but 3 headphones that have had this problem. And it's really bad, because the fact that this has been a consistent problem with the original design. They always failed right here. I mean, right at the, and I didn't put the telestrator up here, did I? I'll put it later. I had a problem with the headphones right at the clip mark right there. They kept breaking the same. The first pair did it within 30 days, I think, 30, 60 days. Second pair came out, and I returned them. They sent a new pair in, and it was a whole lot better for another 30 to 60 days before it broke in the same exact spot. And I was just really torn about this, because it's like, what's going on, Rode? Because of the fact that you can't give me this great quality, but then give me headphones that don't continue to give me that experience that I wanted and I paid for. You know, $150. Yeah, some people say it's not a lot of money, but you know what? For struggling podcasters / live streamers / slashers, you want your stuff to hold on together, because I pay, and I like to spend money on good equipment. So I ran into a situation where I spoke to them, and they sent me out another pair. they sent me out another pair, and but again, the unfortunate thing, and they really want to help. They really want to help. Rode does want to help, but the same thing happened where it fell apart again, and it was really sad because the fact that no matter what I did, I couldn't continue to enjoy the experience. The headphones would continue to fall apart. So they sent me another pair, and here's the funny part about it. Now, this is not the pair that they saw when they replaced it to me, but I was actually in a video interview with Rode because they were just basically getting some customer feedback on a couple of different things, and I was answering a survey, and it was really cool. The team was really great. I gave my feedback, and again, just appreciative of the great quality that they had. And in the middle of the conversation, I asked them about the headphones, and I was like, "Hey, are you guys ever going to fix the problem with the headphones because they've fallen apart?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we fixed that." And so I showed him, I'm like, "But no, you didn't, because after the second pair failed, I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't do this anymore." So I basically tried to find a situation where I could lock the headphones right into the cover so that it wouldn't fall apart. And so I had put wing nuts on there. So it will work. And listen, the wing nuts, if you get a small enough screw, it will not pierce you, and you can continue to enjoy the amazing sound of the NTH-100s. So I was like, and then when the guy saw the wing nuts, he's like, "I've been talking to you all this time, and now I'm seeing it." He's like, "Oh, this isn't going to work. This is not going to work." So he's like, he literally put a new pair of NTHs in the mail and sent them to me, and I had them, and I was appreciative because he didn't have to do it, but he did it. Second time, Rode steps up to the plate to do this, and within 90 days, it breaks in the same exact place, and I was like, "Okay, I'm done. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep jimmy rigging this." And especially with me live broadcasting, I'm not going to have people watching me broadcast with wing nuts on my headphones. And I can't remember if I had the duct tape, but I think this is what my daughter had done with them, because of the fact that I just handed her down. I gave her a pair of I gave her mine. The other two that I have, because this was the common experience with them, where it was breaking right here. And so I was like, I can't work with this. And I was constantly with this. So I have another pair that I will change, and I'll get some more wing nuts to repair on this, because I have 3 daughters, and my oldest, she's the sound engineer, and the other 2 are working on becoming sound engineers as well. So I ended up giving her my wing nut pair. Yes. So if you don't believe me, here, these are the wing nuts that were on there. And the gentleman was like, "Are you serious?" So he basically gave the new pair to me. Now I think this new tape work is something my daughter has done to make sure that it stays comfortable on her head. So she's going to be 13 next month, and they'll be 13, 9, and 11, 11 and 9 next couple months. But so because she's doing her own sound engineering now, she enjoys the experience, because she's like, when she put these on, her eyes lit up. She's like, "Are you kidding me?" She's like, she'll never take these off. And so she's not being recorded video wise, so you never have to worry. She doesn't have to worry about people ever seeing her wear wing nut headphones. But I was like, okay, so this isn't going to work. And I had to switch over to something, because again, I couldn't go live. So I switched over to what I'm wearing now, which is the Sony MDR-7506s. And actually this ended up being, because I was exasperated. I was going to different stores. I normally probably could have gone to Sweetwater and probably got the same exact information. That's where I get a lot of my things, between Sweetwater, Sam Ash, who's now closed, sadly, and Guitar Center. And while I was at the Guitar Center, one of the gentlemen there, he was like, "Listen, dude, these headphones right here, they give you true sound of what you have." And that he had one pair for near 30 years. And I think he only had to do one replacement on them in 30 years. And he's like, "Listen, you get the true sound. Whatever's going into the mic, whether it's equipment, whether it's your voice, you hear the true sound. So does these are perfect for what I do when I'm live broadcasting and I want to hear what's going on, and even other work projects where I'm just trying to get things done. And so I'm really excited. I was really excited about this. Not only have one pair, I have two pairs of these. And yeah, so one goes on my mixer for my PC and one goes on my mixer for my my Mac, so that I can get my work done. And so I've been working with these for a long time, and I know that I bought a second pair too because I was thinking about giving it to my daughter before I bought a Mac, my oldest. And so, but she's content with her NTH 100s, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to change that. And then all of a sudden, something new came down the pike, and there was an announcement of the NTH 100, the NTH 50s. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I would have loved. Is this it? I mean, I'm sorry. Is this it? No, that's not it. There you go. There, yeah. It was the it was the experience of the angels singing the NTH 50s. I'm like, what's this all about? Is this really going to be what I think this is what needs to happen here? But I was like, okay. I would have liked to have heard from Rode, because I would have been the first person to test this out and see whether or not it works. And is it a good comfort and feel? I don't know. We'll see if it was going to do what it needed to do. So we ran into the situation where I picked these up, and I'm like, okay, let me give this a try. So let me do this. Let me switch over to that, and let's switch over to these, because I'm gonna switch from my Sony's to my Rode NTH. Okay. Ooh, that is. Yeah, it brings back that nice deep bass. Yeah, I love this. Yeah. This definitely wasn't a. No. This here is the. No, not that one either. I I don't know these by heart, and I could find the clapping one, but let's see. No, it's not a record scratch, because this is really good. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I will say this much. I'm gonna have to do the comparing, because I can still hear stuff, and I don't hear. And one of the interesting things too, where this wasn't the over the ear experience like the NTH 100s, but it's on the ear. So it's on the ear, and basically you will have the experience of hearing some of the external noises, the ambient noises behind and everything like that. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I can hear some things. I can hear some things like other machines in the background, but none of it's coming across on my system. So I think I'm fine here. So I was initially shocked, because again, the deep, nice surround sound that you feel with Rode quality is definitely here. And I'll never take away from, I love this sound. This sound is juicy. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And initially I thought there was going to be a problem with the fit and everything like that, but no, it does hold in really well. And it feels comfortable. I thought for a couple of days ago, maybe it might have been tight on the ears, but it's not. And if I have to, I can just adjust it. I have a big noggin. But again, I love the feel. I love the sound. And because them adding a little bit of the ambient in there, it takes a little bit of, just not a whole lot. I mean, it just slightly takes away from that amazing. No, the sound's still good. I still like it. So the question I run into is, I'm going to spend the next couple weeks basically testing this out, going with this live instead of my Sony's, and basically see exactly what's going on to see whether or not This is going to basically, it's going to be a comfortable fit for me broadcasting with it. Honestly, this sound is amazing. The sound is amazing. I'm not saying that the Sonys didn't have a good sound, but it's the extra bass and everything else that I'm hearing inside of this through this experience. Wow. I'm loving it. Like, you know, some places I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving this. So I will say again, here you go. I think this is it here, right? Yes. Bravo, Rode. Bravo. You answered well on this, and I thank you for listening. See, folks, honestly, no lie here. To go from the Brokens, to go from this to this, to end up with this, yes. I'm going to give Rode the benefit of the doubt, and I think we can hold our breath on this one. So far, my experience and the way that the design is, I don't think we're going to be. It would have to be a very unnatural disaster to get back to this with the NTH-50s. Okay, I think it would have to be a very, I think quality design. Whoever put this through, what they decide of actually making this go through the headphones, I mean, going through the actual ears, I think was a much better design, truly, an improvement. Actually, yes. I mean, so much. Even when you look at, even like if you look at the connections going into the top, are those removable? Can these be removed? I'm not going to try and do it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. But still, I think it's light years away, ahead of what they did before. So folks, give them the benefit of the doubt. I really think that you coming out with it. Let me see, is this the right screen? No, not that one. No, it's this one. Coming out with this, get yourself the NTH-50s because of the fact that it's an amazing experience. Now, a couple things though, because I have one more request. So I'm also using the RØDECaster Pro 2. I started off with the RØDECaster 1, the original RØDECaster Pro, and then I moved up to the RØDECaster Pro 2. And actually, the 2 was gifted to me, and then I had a couple of issues, but Rode stepped up to the plate, and they basically replaced the one that was having challenges. But I have one more request though, because with the RØDECaster Pro, with the RØDECaster Pro 2, with the RØDECaster Duo, with the RØDECaster Video, I think it's called the RØDECaster Video, there's another quality control issue. And it's this. I want to go over this. Is this it here? Yes. That red button. If you could change it, get us back to, if it's a flip switch, if it's a push switch, it doesn't even have to be a push switch. If you could put a flip switch in there, we have got to get rid of this button. It has now, mind you, on the one that they've replaced for me, that they didn't have to replace on my RØDECaster Pro 2. It is working perfectly fine. However, many of people online have complained and have had troubles with this RØDECaster Pro button. Now, if you have a better solution, if you have a NTH-50 solution for the button on the RØDECaster Pros, please introduce it. I'll be happy to pick up your next one. Honestly, it would be really nice if you did the RØDECaster Pro video. If you did the RØDECaster Pro video with not just HDMI in, but also SDI in, SDI in, because of the fact that I have some cameras that have SDI, and I would really love it if you could incorporate a RØDECaster video that actually allowed a couple of HDMI ins as well as SDI ins. Make the hybrid. I've asked Blackmagic Design; they have not created it yet. No one wants to create. There are some brands out there on the market that do have a combination of both. I don't know if I'm ready to try those out. It's just, I've just been really excited and satisfied with a lot of what Rode and Blackmagic Design has come in. Great Australian companies, and I'm hoping that they can do similar. So let's see. And then finally, I think that's it. So, folks, this Rode, thank you so much. I love these. I'm looking forward to these. And honestly, if they work the way that I believe that they are, I'm actually struggling on what I think I'm going to give one of my a pair of my Sony's to my oldest, so who has her these, and then I'll most likely will probably try and get it. Let's see, there's 4 of us, well 5 of us, but only 4 of us really need the sound, so I might pick up 3 more. We'll see. I'm just going to go through the head experience, give this about 60 days, and in 60 days we'll see exactly what happens and see whether or not. So folks, seriously, I think it's worth it. Look into getting yourself the RØDECaster RØDE NTH-50s. You can't go wrong. I'm Watson Prunier from Battle for Freedom. I'm on Monday through Fridays. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me there. Take care. God bless. And again, wonderful job, Rode. Wonderful job.